children, how are you all of you? Fine. Now in previous video I discussed you about pollution of air and water. What is mean by pollution? What are the pollutants and what are the effects of pollutant in our environment? First I discuss about the oxide of sulfur and nitrogen. Oxide of sulfur and nitrogen. The oxide of sulfur and nitrogen cause breathing problem. Sometimes it is responsible for the asthma attack. Next I discuss with you about the carbon monoxide. Yes, carbon monoxide. As you know that in our body, oxygen is transposed with the help of hemoglobin. The oxygen is combined with hemoglobin and to form a oxyhemoglobin and circulate in our blood. But when the carbon monoxide come in the blood, then it combine with hemoglobin, not with the oxygen. Because carbon monoxide have more capacity to combine with the hemoglobin. So it combine with the carbon monoxide, not with the oxygen, and it start to circulate in our body. So if their concentration is very increases, sometime it is responsible for the death of the person. Next I tell you about the CFC. That is chlorofluorocarbon. It is used as a coolant, but nowadays it is completely banned because it affects the ozone layer. Now today we are going to discuss about the acid rain. You can see the slide, the acid rain. Now what is mean by acid rain? Acid rain or acid deposition. Acid rain or acid deposition is a broad term that include any form of precipitation with acidic component such as sulfuric acid or nitric acid that fall to the ground from the atmosphere in wet or dry form. This can include rain, snow, fog, hail or even dust that is acidic. So what is acid rain? Acid rain or acid deposition is a broad term that include any form of precipitation with the acidic component such as sulfuric acid or nitric acid that fall to the ground from the atmosphere in wet or either in a dry form. This can include rain, snow, fog, hail or even dust that is acidic. Now what is the result of why it is occur? Acid rain result when sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are emitted into the atmosphere and transported by wind and air current. The sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide react with the water, oxygen and other chemicals to form a sulfuric acid and nitric acid. These then mix with the water and other material before falling to the ground. So oxides of sulfur and nitrogen are emitted to the atmosphere. It is carried by the wind, air and then it is mixed with the water and other chemicals before falling to the ground. While a small portion of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide that cause acid rains from natural resources or we call a natural sources such as volcanoes. Most of it come from the burning of a fossil fuel. the major source of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, or we call it oxides of nitrogen, in the atmosphere are burning of fossil fuel to generate electricity, 2/3 of sulfur dioxide and 1/4 of nitrogen dioxide or oxide of nitrogen in atmosphere from the electrical generator, volcanic eruption. Due to that, the sulfur oxides and nitrogen oxide emitted in the atmosphere. Now, what are the effects of the acid rain? First, we can discuss the effect of acid rain in the plants. Acid rain affect plants and tree. It causes yellowing of a leaf tissue, that is called a chlorosis. That is called a chlorosis. That is the effect of acid rain on the plant. Mainly they cause a yellowing of a leaf tissue, that is called a chlorosis. Then what is the effect on its building? It causes extensive damage to cord, building, structural material of marble, limestone, slate, etc. Here mainly calcium carbonate is react with the sulfuric acid. It form a calcium sulfate, water and carbon dioxide. In Greece and Italy, invaluable stone statues have been partially dissolved by the acid rain. So in Greece and Italy, there is acid rain. Due to that, some statues have been partially dissolved by acid rain. Taj Mahal in Agra is also suffering due to acid fumes from Mathura refinery. Now this is the effect of acid rain on the building. Now last one is the soil. Acid rain damage soil biology and chemistry, means they affect the fertility and its structure and their porousness. So microbes not able to tolerate low pH and die. When the acid rain is occurred, due to that the pH of the soil will be low, in that the microbes cannot be able to survive. The upper fertile layer of soil is affected as essential nutrients are leached away from the soil. So that is the effect of the acid rain. So what is acid rain? When the oxides of sulfur and oxide of nitrogen emitted in the atmosphere, it combined with the oxygen, water and other chemical, and it is fall into a ground in either in dry form or a wet form, and it affect the soil, plants as well as building. So it's our duty to have to decrease the pollution so we can able to protect our environment. Now thank you.